Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Tensura Reincarnated. Last time was what is probably going. Ah, I need to make a little bit of preface on this one. So, it was originally going to be kind of the last fully legitimate episode of the series, and from here on, we were supposed to be going through some of the stuff we didn't get to see, mostly through some of the cheats. Like, I was going to start switching up races, showing off some of the extra races we didn't get to see, showing off some new intrinsic skills, and currently I'm being attacked by a new character we're going to have to go over in a moment. But yeah, so we basically just fought a whole bunch of Hanadas. We thought we were going to get Musician last time, but as it turns out, I was missing 3 music discs, not 2. So this is one that if we want to see the ultimate, we're probably going to end up cheating it. Because I just can't find these 2 for some reason. Anyways, we fought like 8 Hanadas. That's probably a bit of an exaggeration. 5 Hinatas, I think. We can check this. Supermassive, Hinata. Otherworlder. Orc where is she on this list? Does she not exist on this list? It's not listed under Otherworlder. Charybdis, Blade there we go. I guess the Otherworlders get listed first then. It was really only 4? Oh yeah, that's right, because we ended up taming one. So that's a thing. Apparently, the ultimate skill, not Sephiroth, why can I not remember the name? Mephisto! If you kill something with Death Touch or whatever it's called, it automatically becomes your tame. Which works. I don't know who Akami is. There was a second one here a moment ago, but it looks like they ran off. Oh wait, no, there they are. So this is just a character. No idea who this is. I'm curious if you have a skill, or if you drop something cool. So, I'm gonna beat up this Okami. I'm curious. Yeah, I just have no idea who you are. Chosen One. Oh, that didn't work. I was hoping the Chosen One hero hockey them, but I guess not. Let's try analysis on you. Beast transformation. Okay. That's kind of cool. That's the skill you've been using. Oh, God. You're from Tensura Angels. Oh, rude. Mephisto Fantasy World, Mephisto Dream End. I want to get you as a team. Just to say I did. No marks were triggered. Can I actually hit, please? There we go. Your targets have been marked. No, I didn't want the giant bat. I wanted Okami here. Game. Anyways, there's another Hinata nearby, too. We're gonna deal with her in a moment. Because I'm over here doing something semi-legitimately. I thought we were gonna be done with this and just start up cheating immediately, but apparently I never got a name on this run. Do I have Sephiroth up for life manipulation or restore life? Oh yeah, that doesn't work because I have a stronger version of it. Mephisto. I need to kill one more thing. Corrosion, there we go. Mephisto's life domination. There we go, your subordinate was revived. Okami here, let's just grab you in a capture cell real quick. Just to keep you around and safe. You don't have a sitting animation, that's understandable. I shouldn't be too surprised about that. Anyways, oops, did not mean to actually toss you in there. Wanted to, there we go. We have another Hinata here. And I don't think we actually ended up eating an Hinata last time out of everything else we did. So let's go ahead and Beelzebooth. Corrosion. And this should work just fine. There's all of those eaten. And I guess that's not working. Where is predation? There it is. Aha, that appears... That's also not working. You're just moving too fast for me to actually hit with it. I'm fairly certain I'm ignoring your resistances, and nullifications become resistance. I guess I'm just not doing enough damage with predation to actually get through her other armor then. Oh well, we'll just end this fight normally then. Where are you? There you are. Wow, you're gonna be a bit rude about this, huh? I'm not too worried about dying here. Obviously, we have backups and whatnot, and yeah, that lasted, that actually went faster than I was expecting. Anyways, human kills, 679. I need to pick up like 300 more, or 250 more, or whatever, of these. How did that happen? I'm not sure. I guess the weird thing where Chosen One will sometimes activate even when it's not supposed to happened. But we are so close to actually just getting a name right now, which might even boost us over the amount of MP/Magicules that we need to get Velgrind and Veldora, which I kind of forgot about in all the excitement of last time. Technically speaking, there are 3 more ultimate skills we could get legitimately. We're just missing the MP and whatnot for them. So we're going to work on that. Also, another kind of cool thing that someone brought up, I think it was Trafalgar. I should double check that, I've made that mistake before. The clones that come from... Well, I think we had done this with Tsukiyomi's Parallel Existence before, and it didn't work. Are clones. Technically speaking, we can consume them for their EP. Problem is, we get a pop-up saying we don't have enough Magicules. So I went ahead and went to the swamp and made a Dragonute real quick to steal Dragon Mode from it, because this boosts our EP gain and all that stuff. Actually, now we have Beast Transform too? So, both of these boost max Magicules, right? Dragon Mode, max Magicules gets doubled. Beast Mode is also on here somewheres. It doubles max MP and whatnot. Cool. So, if we go ahead and make a normal clone... Actually, I don't think either of those skills boost EP, do they? They just boost Magicules? This is worth trying. And then we need to have Infinite Eater ready somewheres. Wait, where is my Infinite Eater? Where is Hades? There it is. Why did you... I'm so Chosen One, why do you just sometimes decide to make things my clones when you're not supposed to? Or my subordinates? How did that make contact? Do I have Antaeus off? I think I might have Antaeus off. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and grab out... do we try using, like, Beast Transformation and then make a clone and then use Dragon Mode? That should boost our stats really high up. And I think the clone will get the first boost, too. So, let's do this real quick. Dragon Mode is on here. I think I have Mephisto, like, multiple times. So we have a clone, 501 million MP. If I use... actually, make you sit down, please. If I use my Dragon Mode, I instantly master it. Its MP, its EP didn't go up if I Infinite Eater. That only took like 5 million MP. I don't know if we actually got anything out of that. I won't know for sure until... It doesn't look like we actually got anything, but we won't know for sure until Dragon Mode runs out, I think. Actually, turn off Dragon Mode. Okay, so it worked to eat it, but I don't think I got any EP out of it, because it's my clone. Oh yeah, summons don't give EP, that's a thing. Curious if Frieren would work differently, because obviously Frieren's kind of a different power level and a different existence than most of our other clones. But she is still a summon, so I'm assuming probably not. It is worth trying it, though. We can summon infinite Frierens, basically. And in fact, I have one waiting at the house real quick. Also, we had a Pure Magisteel chestplate last time, and I put it on a Frieren before I desummoned her. Or them, I guess, technically, is probably more accurate. And then when I desummoned, the chest plate disappeared. So now we're chest plateless. Although I do have my old backup one in the chest, so should probably go grab that. Anyways, I want to get a name real quick, see if we can't get, before we fully go into cheat mode, to try to get a couple more things legitimately. But other than that, trying to think about what skills we could get legitimately from what we haven't seen. Intrinsic skills, we're going to end up having to switch races and cheat in most of the other ones. The only ones in here we haven't seen, period, are Phantom's Possession and Blood Mist. Every other one we've seen either in this series or the previous one, or we have it, or it kind of does the same thing as something else we've seen. Oh yeah, I guess I'm missing Ogre Berserker too. Like Flame Breath, Thunder Breath, Dragon skills, all of those. Unpredictability and Eye of Truth, we have both of them. It's just this one that I think adds in from either Angels or Annies, I'm not sure which one, and Blood Mist and Ogre Berserker. So we'll end up testing these in a little bit, probably. Everything else, all of these transforms, they're basically like minor hockey effects, and then they turn into the magic transforms, which are basically just a boost to that specific one for a little bit. It's nothing too exciting. All of the common skills we've seen, and more or less all of the extra ones. I think the only ones we haven't seen, period, are going to be Majesty. I almost forgot about this existing. Grants the player permanent hero of the village. That's not important. But technically speaking, we haven't seen Majesty. We don't have Sound of Domination on this run, but we've seen it before. It's not really exciting. Space transforms basically get boost to different levels of magic. They're not that exciting. So, yeah, the only ones I haven't seen, period, are the space-time ones, and maybe a couple other ones not on this list. So, I did train up time manipulation slightly. I'm just going to, I've just been using the clear effect from that one. One or two more times of using it, and we should get that mastered. So, hopefully that won't take too long. Otherwise, whenever we enter cheat mode, I could just cheat it too, which we might at this point. Anyways, other little tiny test thing I should probably mention. Someone asked how the multi-layer barrier stuff would stack together. So I currently have a Zazel's on. That's why it's on cooldown. 42,000. If I press Timeless Memories, it deactivates and then activates with Timeless Memories 30,000. I was hoping they would stack and you'd end up like 70,000. I'm not sure how useful that would be, but technically it would probably be better than just overwriting the good version for a worse one. Anyways, where was I? More or less done here, except for these. Done in common. We have a couple to test intrinsic wise. We have a number of races to try. Ultimates, we're missing 3, or we're missing 6 technically, but we can technically get 3 legitimately, maybe? That 50 million MP is, it's scary. Like, I don't know if we're ever actually going to reach that. Azathoth is get both of them and a bunch more. So, 3 technically legitimate ultimate skills, we're probably going to end up cheating them though. And then 3 that we're going to end up cheating in. Other than that, there's a couple other uniques we haven't seen, but we've actually seen the large majority of them. Like Musician, Fusionist, and Crasher are going to be spawned in. We've seen Merciless, we've seen Murderer. It's these 3 here. I could get Villain legitimately, but I haven't run the Falmouth Night Machine for a while. Royal Beast we've seen before. It's kind of just like our... It's like Dragon mode and whatnot. Engorger we've seen. Falsifier we've seen. It's basically just true invisibility again. And technically speaking, we could get that pretty simply. Gourmand we've seen. It basically lets you eat things. Infinity Prison, we could get right now. I think I have everything I need. I might just need a little bit more obsidian. Sloth. It's basically Villain, Absolute Severance, Lust, Sloth, and Pride. And then Sentient Being, which we can get right now. And honestly, we're about to. We don't need it, but I want to show it. Defender, it's just these 3 skills we haven't seen. I don't know if any of those are actually important or cool enough to show off. And then everything in utility. We've more or less seen all of it besides Seer and Chef. Chef is just a better healer, it looks like, basically. Is it even a better healer? It looks like it's probably a better healer. I can get rid of negative status effects too. And then Seer, it's just another dodge chance skill with the ability for a perfect dodge. So again, not even that cool. We've more or less seen all of the cool skills minus a couple of like Lust, Pride, and a couple of other minor ones. And then there's 3 we're going to spawn in. So we've seen a large majority of what's in this mod, or mod pack rather, more accurately. We've only missed out on a couple of things altogether, so that's pretty exciting. Anyways, I'm just going to be here 217 more pillagers. That shouldn't take too long. Otherwise, I know for a fact I ignored a couple of villages, could go clear them real quick. And at the same time, that'll actually give us a couple more iron golems. Because, technically speaking, that's all we're missing if we want to get absolute severance. Oh yeah, and the Turtle Master stuff. I never actually went to get Turtle Scoots. If we want to test that skill, we're going to end up spawning it in. I don't think that I would care too much getting that legitimately. Anyways, I'll see you when we're getting our name, just to see what sort of boost we get from it. Okay, as soon as we have one more small little batch spawn in, we'll be fine. Set nameable to true, so that I can just do... Really? Okay. That was 999. I thought it wasn't going to spawn another one. You have been given a name. It boosted our EP by like 1 million and brought us up to 6.27 million MP. Not really enough for getting Velgrind and Veldora legitimately now, is it? But, oh well, I guess we're going to be entering cheating mode a little bit sooner than I was hoping for. Also, to note, I kind of accidentally deleted Ranga from existence. So let's head on back home real quick. I momentarily jumped at seeing Hinata Sakaguchi pop up in the top there, but it's fine, that's our Hinata. So, let's just go teleport. Teleport. I gave Frieren and Hinata chairs. Like, I forgot that the fantasy furniture mod was in. This thing is just a little bit of clay, wood, and stone, and you can make furniture. So Hinata and Frieren are just sitting here, hanging out, I guess. I accidentally used Fantasy World while I was, like, standing right here, next to Ranga. And, yeah, Ranga and a couple of the slimes and other little, subordinates ended up going into Fantasy World. And then when I left and came back trying to get them out, they were all gone. So that's a little bit sad, but it's okay. We can get them back if we want to. We might even just spawn in the Ranga if we want to steal Black Thunder. Or Black Lightning, rather. But anyways, we're going to run this command. We're going to run BTR Ultima, acquire Veldora. Failed to acquire because of lack of magicules. That was the expected outcome. Just to double check this, it does say 65 million, right? Or 50 million. Not even 5 million. That's kind of a silly large number. How are you supposed to get that many magicules? If we use all of our skills for doubling EP, would we even come close? I think the answer is no. Let's see, we have dragon mode. We have dragon mode. We have... Does Berserker boost EP and MP? I don't think so. No, I don't remember, though. It just makes you receive more and you do more damage. The buff scales to the user's max EP and does not consume any of the user's EP to activate. It doesn't give anything. Do any of these skills actually give you extra EP, minus the expected, like, Royal Beast? The answer might be yes, but I don't remember which ones it would actually be if that's the case. I don't know. I feel like there's at least one other one I'm forgetting, but it's the only ones I can remember right now are Royal Beast, Dragon Mode, and Beast Mode. know for a fact there's at least one more. I just cannot remember what it is right now. It's not an extra intrinsic, I don't think. I don't know. I'm curious about something. If we, does this take max MP or does it take current MP? Because if it takes current MP, then technically speaking, we could use, say, 10AL to boost ourselves up to, like 50 million MP just to try it. This would require holding this button down for a while, and until we're well into our, yeah, we would need to go well into magic heal poisoning to test this. But technically speaking, I can. I need to reach like 1200% or something like that. Meanwhile, whenever I reach this, I also start losing magic heals pretty quickly. So I don't know. I think it's technically plausible that we could get to 50 million MP just to try it, but it's going to be painful. I'm going to be sitting here for like 20 minutes just holding that button. Hold on, I need to go. How do you get space-time manipulation? I just mastered time domination. Extra skills. Time domination, we just got it. I need to master manipulation, domination, and I think at this point I just have the dominations mastered. Let's take a look real quick. Spatial. Oh, I only have spatial manipulation mastered. I don't have the domination, yeah. So, I guess that's another skill I have to test, or just keep training up real quick. Dimension Ray. That'll only take a moment. That's gonna be just like training timeless memories, I guess. As if I was launching Zoltrax again. So we're going to get that. I want to see space-time manipulation. I don't think we need it at this point, but we're gonna see it. So that's something to train real quick. Otherwise, there's one other unique skill we can get legitimately right now. In the form of sentient being, and then everything else is gonna end up getting spawned in. So might as well do this. 2 snow blocks, 2 carved pumpkins. Basically everything you would need to spawn in a... Yeah. Everything to spawn in an iron golem, and everything to spawn in a wither and a snow golem. I already have the pumpkins. I grabbed them preemptively. I'm gonna need a little bit more iron. No, I have basically just enough iron, in fact. So there's that. These get carved. Thank you. And I just need to head upstairs to grab Soul Sand real quick. So let's do that. I am pressing every wrong button. Just fly up as we launch spatial dominations. I'm hoping that it doesn't actually need us to master manipulations too, and it's kind of a little bit of an extra thing it didn't need to say. But I have a feeling that since it specifically says it, it's been tested to make sure. That's probably the way it is. Or I didn't need to grab 5, but whatever. So, turn in. Hope that didn't turn in too many extras. Not that I really care about most of them. But there we get the unique skill, Sentient Being. This is a skill that is technically non-canon, but sort of. This belongs to a character from the mobile game, if I remember correctly. Anyways, we'll control. All subordinates gain Inspiration 3, which will eventually turn into Inspiration 5. Family Bond works as Charm. It doesn't work like naming. Family points. You will possibly gain points with allied in the radius. If a subordinate dies to not us, it will gain 10% of their sub for each 120 points. Okay. So it works like unyielding. Oh, okay. But it works sort of like unyielding and sort of like, no, it's just like the subordinate side of unyielding. There's nothing else really to it. Okay, so I guess we can chain this by using Charm then, if I had to guess. There's spatial domination. Let's go find a mob to beat up and hope that that just needs manipulations and not anything more. I'm gonna assume this isn't gonna work, but I'm hoping. Oh, our sword became Hee Arcane. When did that happen? Aha, there we go. Space-time manipulation is now available. Very nice. When did we get the extra million in? Oh yeah, I ate some things and got extra EP. Duh. Anyways, space-time manipulation. I think this is just going to work like a Zazel's space-time manipulation mode, if I had to guess, but we're still gonna test it anyways. Um, Space-time manipulation, there it is. Don't need... Um, don't need this time domination anymore, I guess. Dimension fault. Okay, what does this do? Extra skills. Space-time manipulation. Void vacuum. So do the spiritual HP attack thing. Cool. Behold makes the user immune to all non-ultimate skill attacks that don't affect mental or spiritual damage. So basically defense, total defense from anything that's not Hinata, basically. Instant motion. Okay. Traveler teleportation. And then spatial motion GUI. Okay, so... Oh, we're sacrificed to evolve into manipulation. Cool. So, traveler teleportation. Works like traveler teleportation. Time warp works like a gate, I'm assuming. Except it has the actual button to just do it instantly. That's nice. Dimension field, hold it down in its true immunity. Cool. So, just master this the same way we would master Traveler, then spam instant motion. I think this is also how we mastered Azazel, too. So we're getting to some of the cool things, or some of the new stuff we haven't gotten to see before. But it's not stuff we've already seen before already. Anyways, with that, we can now get the Domination as well. Which I'm assuming will just end up with a new mode, or just do these better without cooldowns. Ooh, it's also a toggle. No idea what that does. Dominate the cosmos within your own desires. Control the spacetime itself to your will. Time flow freezes entirely at your command. Distortion field, instant motion, time stop, time warp. Is it just the same skill, but it can now freeze time too? Is that what we're doing here? Oh, and our spatial damage went up more. Oh no. Distortion field is instant motion, time stop. Okay, so yeah, it's just the same skill, but it stops time now. Cool. Let's go test swipe. I am mildly scared about what this is gonna do. I'm sorry. That is 7 digits. That's 1.3 million damage. Not the damage over time does not matter. What could I... This could one-shot mobs from Dragon Block Z. I'm sorry. That's not supposed to be possible with other mods. That's... Oh my goodness. I love this mod. Like, the add-ons only make this mod better. Like, I already loved this mod before we tried adding in extra stuff. But, oh my goodness. This is fantastic. This is too overpowered. Like, you just can't use this power for anything. It's too strong. So yeah, space-time domination. We can already do these things. It's basically just better because you get extra spatial damage. So if you ever need to, like, 100 times do... Not even 100 times. Like, Hinata has 1,000 health, I think? We could literally one-shot Hinata, like, 1,000 times over with this one skill now. That is silly. Anyways, I got distracted. We were supposed to be testing Sentient Being, and then other stuff happened. Sentient Being. Oh, it's got a nice pink. Ever heard of sharing is caring? Well, time to share with your own family. Oh. Family bond, family points. Family points. Getting friendly, are we? Arthur's the only one here named, so you're the only one who's actually going to get family points off of us. With us. Though we already have Arthur's skills, so we're not going to really get anything super important. Inspiration 4, boosted by almost double its normal health. As if Hinata wasn't scary enough, we can just give her like a whole bunch more extra health. Oh, and this is just going to stay. It's just going to gain points from being active, it looks like. Or did it gain points from checking their things? I'm not sure. You have this amount of family points. I gained points somehow, so I'm assuming it's just a toggle and stay near things will eventually give you points. I'm assuming Family Bond might just go and train it a little bit faster, though, so let's just try to do this real quick. Family Bond. There we go. Sentient Being has been mastered. Carnation is now available to learn, because just like Predator, this one evolves. It's essentially Predator. Sort of. Carnation. Carnation, the flower of God, blooms with boundless vitality. But you're not a god, are you? No, you're far superior. You're craving a world reborn. This gets toggled. And let's go look at... I think it's an offensive skill. Yep. The base form isn't. This one is. Everything gets Inspiration 3, Inspiration 4, up to Inspiration 6. Predation. There we go. It's a Predator skill. You can analyze and copy skills. It's got remove all harmful things from the player. And it's got a stomach for storage. It's got receive skills from any subordinates. And it's still got family points. So it's kind of like a midway between Predator and yeah, it's kind of Predator meets Unyielding. It's not as strong as either, but it does the abilities of both. In fact, the unyielding portion kind of stops being useful, kind of, because like, yeah, you can just copy all subordinate skills. Why do you need family points now? That's didn't think of that one, but yeah, this skill kind of loses some of its own usefulness by evolving. But because now you just use predation and instantly copy subordinate skills, you don't use family points anymore. Huh. Unless the ability to copy subordinate skills doesn't work for unique skills, maybe? Copy anything below unique. Receive the skills from any subordinate immediately. Family points. I guess this lets you steal EP. Yeah, this lets you steal subordinate EP, but that doesn't really matter much. Like, EP is nice, but there are better ways of doing it than there are better ways of getting EP than growing up subordinates and stealing all their EP that way. Like, that's only helpful if you have another skill that lets you force tame really strong mobs and then stay near them and... Wait, no, it doesn't work with named mobs. Wait, does this skill work with named mobs? Does it still have charm? No, it doesn't. So it loses that part that would have made it... Huh. So basically, most of the skill just becomes useless when it's... Huh. Hold on. Try a thing. If I were to Hero Hockey, you're undead, it doesn't count. Hero Hockey a Sphinx. And then go ahead and use... Where is it? Family share. Family points. I was hoping that this would... I was hoping that, unlike Unyielding, this would work with just subordinates. Even ones gone through, like, Charm or something. But nope, it's also only works with named mobs. So even that bit of usefulness isn't really mattering. I don't know why you would need that part. If most of the skill just loses its usefulness in favor of only stealing EP. It no longer becomes useful in other regards. I don't know. Maybe a good skill if it's the only skill you have, or if you have it alongside a combat skill. Like, this skill, if you don't have Great Sage or something, you're good. Take it. Or if you don't have Great Sage or Predator, take this skill in a heartbeat. Otherwise, there are just better alternatives. If you're choosing, you probably wouldn't choose this, is basically the gist of it. Which probably isn't a fair way to mark all of the mods and how useful they are, but it's kind of how I eventually started doing it, because we are choosing skills in this. I don't know. A cool skill. Kind of like that it's here. Maybe if it had an ultimate skill, but I don't think it does. BTR Ultima, Alteration, Carnation. Yeah, it doesn't have an ultimate skill. Maybe yet. I should probably use the word yet. This comes from BTR, and it seems like all the BTR skills are going to get them eventually, if I had to guess. So, I don't know. Right now, just kind of exists. Mastering it will just make it slightly better, but nothing super amazing still. So, there's that. What else? Are we into full cheat mode? I think we're probably into full cheat mode. Because what else would we have to do? A couple of skills we could probably get, but I don't think I care that much. And then it's the three uniques we want to cheat in to get to their ultimate skills, and then a handful that we could probably get legitimately, but don't really care about, or that we have already seen. So, yeah, we're entering cheat mode. Let's go upstairs so we can sleep through the night. Instant motion. And get rid of the storm, please. Not what I meant to do, but it works. So, which one are we starting with? Musician? For a second, I thought my volume had disappeared. Musician? Musician, Crasher, Fusionist, Valgrind, Veldora, or Azathoth. Azathoth is kind of the one I'm most excited for. So, probably save that one for last, because otherwise I'd end up rushing through it, because I don't want to spend too long. Plus, we're kind of at the end of a video here. We're approaching it, at least. This is definitely going to be 2 videos at this point. This one became longer, doing actual stuff that was legitimate. Like, I was expecting to jump straight into cheating stuff, and then we took almost 40 minutes doing legitimate stuff. So, let's actually start cheating, shall we? Instead of just continuing to ramble for another 20 minutes, because I get pretty good at that. Anyways, ability, Grant, Phantom's Possession. The only ones from BTR Ultima that we haven't seen are Veldora, Velgrind, and Azathoth. Everything else we've seen. We saw everything from Create New Tensura. There's a couple of things from the base mod we haven't seen, but we'll go over those later. Or right now and save ultimates for next time. Maybe we save ultimates for next time. That's also an option. I think there are 3 intrinsic skills that we haven't seen from here, which would be, what are they? I don't remember their names. Blood Mist, Ogre something, Berserk Ogre. I don't remember. I'll have to look at the list again in a moment. Unless I can just find it. I don't know. Maybe I should have planned this out more instead of just randomly going in like, let's do it. That doesn't really work very well. Ogre Berserker. That's what it was. Blood Mist, Ogre Berserker, and Phantom's Possession. Phantom's Possession isn't a base game, so we're going to save that one. Blood Mist is vampires. Vampires didn't get anything new race-wise, so I don't mind cheating that one in. And the same is true for ogres. But Phantom's Possession is from a new race from one of the angel ones, so that's gonna wait. So Blood Mist and Ogre Berserker. Let's check out those 2. Tensura, edits, me, ability, Grant. Tensura Blood Mist, or whatever it's called. Blood Mist. And Ogre Berserker. There we go. 2 new intrinsic skills we've never gotten to see before. Blood Mist. Spill your own blood to summon a mist, which steals the vitality of your enemies, and can be blown up to harm any nearby entities or shoot a powerful blood beam. I'm sorry, that went places I wasn't expecting. It started in places I wasn't expecting, and then just kept going. I don't need all the ultimate skills right now, but also I just kind of like keeping all the ultimate skills around. Hades and Tsukiyomi, you can go away for a moment. Ogre Berserker. Allow rage to consume you to massively improve your physical powers for a time before the after effects set in. So that also gets turned on. Blood Mist. Let's read how it actually works. Create a blood mist where you're looking. Things take damage and you get healed. It lasts 30 seconds and it will deal 100 damage to everything if it's used again before closing off. And then it has a second mode. Cool. Might as well read over Ogre Berserker before we run around testing them. 30 damage boost and additional armor stuff, and you'll get... Oh, okay. It's activated. It doesn't boost any of our actual stats. It also took EP to grab those? I wasn't expecting that. I thought if you just cheated them, it didn't really do that. But let's actually go down real quick. 144 versus 54. Our normal punch varies somewhat on some of our hits, but it's usually like 54, 52, or something like that. So it's like an extra 100 damage. That's pretty good. I guess it instantly got mastered, so it got even better than it was supposed to be. Blood Mist, you have mastered it. Okay, so it just sort of stays on the ground there. Explosion. Okay. Blood Ray. Oh. That's kind of cool. I do like the ray attacks. They're pretty cool. Also, something definitely screamed there. It was probably a direwolf, but I didn't kill it. No idea where it went. Okay, this is kind of a cool skill. I could see... This would be very cool if you're playing as a vampire, just to get to use this. When it said use your own blood, I was expecting to take some damage. But the description there didn't say anything about it, and obviously we have like Survivor and the like on, so we can't really see it for sure. Let's go turn off Ultra Speed. Let's turn off some of the other ones. Ultra Speed off. Instant healing off. Or infinite, not instant. Self-regen will turn off as well, but it probably not going to matter much. And Survivor. Where is it? There it is. No, I was expecting this to deal damage, but it doesn't. Also, does it break every type of block? Most of the other rays only breaks, like, certain things. Ah, no, it can break stone, but only if you're right on top of it. Cool. So it's like a total deletion thing, but it's kind of limited. Okay. That's a cool intrinsic skill. It would be very cool if you were playing as a vampire, but for us, we kind of don't need it. Infinite regen can turn back on. Not that we really need these skills at this point. Like, actually, I just need to keep on Survivor for the... No, I don't. I just need infinite regen. Like, most of the other ones just don't matter at this point. Like, we have total immunity to most of the things that all those give us already, so everything but infinite regen we have other ways. So that's all pretty cool. Blood Mist, a nice new intrinsic, and Ogre Berserker, it exists. It's another one of those where if you get the raise with it, fine, it's going to be good. You can use it if you want to, but you probably have access to better versions anyways. And I think that's it. I wish there was a way to say grant intrinsic instead of just saying grant intrinsic random or whatever. Like, we could say grant random skill intrinsic, and it would just give us a random one. But we can't just look at a list of all the intrinsics and pick one. And we can't see what skills are intrinsic just through here. But that's that. I think so. The only thing left on this list that we haven't seen at all is Phantom's Possession. We're going to switch back over to a spirit during our racial testing, so we're going to get to see Possession in action again. And we're probably going to pick one of the angels, so we're going to get to see this too. I'm curious if you could copy this from like an in-game Phantom. It's possible. I'm not sure. I think this it basically, I think this means like the Phantom Race, which is one of them added from an add-on, but it could technically account for those Phantoms too. Oop, there's Carnation. Edge. Let's just, yeah, it doesn't have an evolution. If it did, we would have gotten a pop-up theirs with the extra EP. But anyways, that's probably a pretty good place to end off today, huh? We got slightly into our cheating test, but nowhere near as far as I was expecting. Next time, we are going to... we're going to jump fully into testing things. Like, we're going to end up cheating in the rest of the ultimates just to showcase them. I think we're done with uniques, minus the 3 that we need. The only ones we haven't seen, period, are Chef. It's basically healer. Seer, it's another dodge chance thing, and it's total dodge chance. We saw Hidden Ruler. It's kind of just some other skills we already have, but slightly worse, or slightly different in ways. These 3 we haven't seen. We're immune to Severance. We can debuff things around us. This one has facial motion we already have. Swap places with things. So it's Boogie Woogie. Cool. Reflector. Another one. This one could be cool. Basically take damage and deal damage back. Guardian. Allies get... Okay, allies get barrier points. We can take damage for our allies. And we gain extra armor. So that's another one that's like, oh, subordinate base skills. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the subordinate base skills. There's a couple on this list that could maybe be cool to test out. But like Infinite Prison, technically speaking, we could do this one legitimately. So maybe we should. I'm actually curious. How close are we to doing that legitimately? I think I need a bunch more... Saw Usurper already, so that's just Pride over there. It's just a couple of the sin skills, actually. Ender Chest. How many could I make? We have all the Ender Pearls. I would need more Blaze Rods, and I would need more Obsidian, like 700 more or something like that. Or like 800 more even, maybe. I don't know. A couple we could maybe get legitimately, but at this point, I don't think we're going to. We're into cheat to test mode, so if there's anything we want to test, we're going to cheat them into see at this point. We're done legitimate, I think. This series went on way longer than I was expecting. We're at 49 episodes. Last time it was ended up tied for longest Minecraft series on the channel. This time it is officially taking over. But anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. Okay, so I was closing off and I wanted to do one more test real quick, because it was something I said earlier and then completely forgot about. I activated both Dragon Mode and Beast Transformation. So now our maximum MP is up to like 2,600, or 23 million rather. So I then went ahead and activated Wrath, so that it would, yeah, Wrath is going with its 2% per second, and I just went ahead and I've been using Sataniel for a moment. So now we are up to 53 million MP. Let's just see if this works. I want to say this takes maximum MP, not current MP, so I don't think it will. But we're gonna see, because it's kind of an important test. So BTR /BTR Ultima acquire Veldora. Failed to acquire because of lack of magic heals. Okay, I figured this was one test worth running real quick. It does require max MP. I don't think it would... In fact, I think since they're temporary boost MP, like Dragon Mode and Beast Transform wouldn't have counted anyways towards the limit. Oh well, I figured it was worth a shot. Anyways, for real now, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone so much for watching again. And we need to make a special thank you to the members. Right now, that is still just the Gaming Tornado, but thank you so much. Anyways, for real now, take care, everybody.